Hey everyone, CPO here, and I'm on a boat. I joined a boat club, and it's been something that my wife and I have talked about doing for quite a long time, mostly because of the practicality of a boat club versus owning a boat. My car is not conducive for towing a boat. So if I wanted to buy a boat, I'd have to also buy a vehicle. I don't really have any place to store it at my house, so I'd have to pay for storage. And then there's all the issues with, basically you have one place that you're coming and going from constantly. Whereas with the boat club, I have access to many boats in many locations, actually all over the world. But in this video, I'm going to talk about what you can expect if you join Freedom Boat Club, which is the boat club I chose to join. And the reason I'm doing this video is because I wasn't super clear on what to expect. And there were some things that were sort of like, how is this going to work? And so I figured I would just lay it out for you in a hopefully quick video as I'm headed out to go fishing on my first time with a Freedom Boat Club boat. You're going to end up talking to somebody, an account executive, who will help you answer your questions, that kind of things, and then eventually would hook you up with a contract or an agreement. It's not really a contract because there's no term. I think you can cancel with 60 days notice, but it's not like you have to sign up for a year or 2 years or anything like that. It's an agreement, not a contract. And so the way I found that person for me was I reached out to the main phone number at Freedom Boat Club, and they put me in touch with a local representative who talked to me, answered me my questions, sent me information about pricing. And it so happened I was also coming up at the tail end of a boat show, so they were offering a boat show special. Oh look, there's a huge manatee over here. Let's see if he's gonna pop back up. Where are you at, Mr. Manatee? Anyway, I'm aware that there is special pricing from time to time. Boat shows tend to offer special opportunities, so that's what I did. I joined, and it was a fairly significant discount the way the boat clubs work. Pretty much all of them. I researched a bunch of boat clubs in the Tampa area, and obviously I settled on Freedom Boat Club, but I looked at some others pretty closely. Freedom Boat Club, the plan I'm on is basically unlimited usage, although you can have only 4 reservations at a time, and I think I'll talk about that in a little bit. There's a buy-in, basically a membership initiation cost that you have to pay at pretty much all of them with a few exceptions. And that is a fairly significant chunk of change, but you only have to pay that once, and then after that, you're on a monthly plan. And so I got a pretty healthy discount off of my initiation fee because of the boat show pricing. There may be opportunities to get some discounts if you're patient or your timing is right. Once you join, you're going to be asked to identify your start date, and that's the agreement start. So while it sounds like you would want to start immediately, it's really actually not super beneficial to do that, and here's why. There are some requirements you have to meet in order to get on a boat for the first time, and that could take some time. The recommendation to me was to start my agreement a couple of weeks out. Basically what that means is you're going to pay for your first month, but your second month doesn't come into play until after the start of the agreement, and then your month starts. So it basically just pushes out your payments. You can push it out 6 months if you want. You can sign an agreement today with a start date of 6 months from now, and you'll pay your upfront costs your first month, and you won't pay your second month until 7 months from now. You know what I mean? But you can't use the boats in that 6 months period. So I'm telling you all this to say there are some requirements, and that is, for example, you have to take a boat safety course, and they'll give you a link to Boat US, which is a free boater safety course, and you have to take that before you can do anything else. Once you take that, then you have a classroom or virtual training with a Freedom Boat Club training captain, and they will teach you sort of the rules of the road, some general boating stuff, but also how Freedom Boat Club works and the rules specific to the club. And then on top of that, you have to do an on-the-water session with a training captain. And so all of those things take time, and they're sequential. So you have to do one, and then once you've done that, you can sign up for the next, and once you've done that, you can sign up for the next. So you have to do those three things: the boat safety course, the classroom session, and the on-the-water session before you're even eligible to reserve a boat. And so, you know, here I am reserving a boat for the first time. I've met those three. And then I believe after 5 successful reservations, meaning you didn't wreck anything, you know, follow the rules, then you're eligible to take the advanced on-the-water training, which allows you to then go offshore. And there are certain boats that are restricted to just advanced training. So yeah, that's pretty much how that works. And so yeah, more to come. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking. I'm also out here to fish, so I'm getting ready to hit the resume normal safe operation sign, and I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll tag up with you again when I get on my fishing spot. All right, I am rolling up to my fishing spot here. And good news for me, it doesn't look like anybody else is out here. We're at the very start of an incoming tide. I'm actually probably just in slack tide right now. I have a couple more points, and then I'll take you and show you like kind of what the interface looks like on the system. So once you get through your first few requirements, so they're all free, by the way. The both US safety certification, safety training, safety course, plan ahead for that. That's gonna take some time. Fortunately for me, I've already done that before I even decided to join a boat club. So I already had that knocked out. So I could immediately go into, you have to upload your certificate, and then you can go into the classroom training, which was done virtually one evening after work, totally free. And then once you've done that, then you're eligible to sign up for the on-the-water training, which is also free. I was wondering, like, was I gonna have to pay gas? Because they take you out on the boat. My captain boated for a while, I boated for a while. And we basically just talked about the local area, some of the rules, and, you know, allowed me to ask questions, and, you know, we would talk about fishing spots and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't have to pay for gas. That was all included. I did tip the dock master. And I tipped my captain that gave me the training. I felt like that was the right thing to do. We are going to catch us some fish. Here we go. There is a cart that you can get to load your stuff from your car to the boat. So I thought that was kind of nice. I was wondering, like, if you had to carry everything or not. You don't. There is a cart there for your use, and that was super helpful. They basically just set you up on the boat. If you don't know anything, if you're not familiar with the boat or what you're supposed to be doing, just ask. Like, I came on, I asked my dock, I'm like, what do I need to know? He's like, well, you need to know where your life vests are, you need to know where your flares are, where the registration is, you need to know where the whistle is. And I said, okay, where can I store my stuff? He's like, those 2 places are the best, that one's okay, but it's gonna go around. Like we just talked about the boat and then how to use the boat, because it was my first time. This is a Nautic store, it was my first time on the boat. And yeah, really great. I took it out as if I owned it. Let's see, I will take you back to the computer and show you sort of the reservation nuances. And I think that about covers it. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, this is my first time out on the boat. I'm out in the Tampa Bay here. Beautiful, little muggy, but like super calm, chill day. Stopping here just to show you guys the dolphins. There we go. There's a few of them swimming around together over here. Oh, I did want to talk about this real quick. I brought my own Lowrance. There is a Simrad in here, which I'm using for depth right now. I will have depth capability on this. I just don't have the portable transducer solution right now. But this is just plugged into my 10 amp lithium ion battery. This is what I use on my kayak. And yeah, this allows me to have all of my features on my Lowrance, including my own waypoints, my own numbers, my own tracks, and not have to use whatever the boat club has. So yeah, super handy. You can see where I've been fishing today. But yeah, what I'm using is, so this is how I connect it to my kayak as well, using a Yak Attack lock and load system. I have a lock and load base attached to this. It's basically a, I don't want to say a clone of a Seasucker because it's different. It's got all these mounting points which allow me to mount my Yak Attack base to it. I'll probably do a different video, maybe just showing this if you're interested. But I just suctioned it to the console here. All right, so after you've told your membership executive that you're ready to join the club, you'll get an email with a link to complete the membership agreement, and it's all done electronically. And then you'll get an email that tells you step by step what you need to do in order to start your membership experience. So it starts out with completing your online boater safety course, and there's a link there. Again, that takes you to boatus.org. I had done that previously, so if you haven't done that and you're considering joining a boat club, I recommend going ahead and doing that now on your own. And then the next step, step 2, you will upload a copy of your boater safety card or your certificate that you get, and then you'll also schedule your new member orientation. Once you've done that, then you'll get another email that tells you to schedule your on the water appointment for your new member orientation. That's the third step, right? The boater safety, the classroom new member orientation, and then the on the water new member orientation. Once you've done all 3 of those, then you're eligible to actually go in and reserve boats. You'll also get a notification about how to log into the reservation system. And just know you won't get access to this reservation system until they've actually created your account in the system. And for me, that took a couple of days after I signed my membership agreement before my account was created. I did get an email about that. Once you have access to the reservation system, you can go in and look at boats at whatever location and whatever day you want. And you can also get on a wait list if the boat that you're interested in is not available for that given time frame. But you do have 4 reservations that you can have in the system at the same time. 2 of those can be on the weekend, and any of them can be done during the week. And it's an interesting nuance that the day, in all cases, is split into 2, a morning and an afternoon session, essentially. On the weekend, if you schedule both of those all day, it counts as 2 reservations. That is different, though, in how it looks on a weekday. On a weekday, all day is just 1 reservation. Also, you'll see here that I have a boat shown that is missing certificates. I'm not eligible to take that boat out. You will get this message for every single boat until you complete all of your orientation and training requirements. So this part 2 here, the new member orientation and basic boat operation, that's your first 3 steps, basically. Now this one is shown unavailable to me for reservation because I don't have advanced boat operation and open water certification because I'm not eligible to take that yet. I haven't had my 5 successful reservations. But once I have, I'll go do that training, and then this boat will then become available to me in the reservation system. And you might have noticed all of these boats are fairly new. Most of them are 2022s and 2023s that I've seen, at least at my club. Your mileage may vary in that regard. Anyway, guys, after that, you're going to get a reservation confirmation. You will get reminder notifications of your upcoming reservation. They will ask you to confirm. For me, the dockmaster sent me a text on the morning of to confirm that I was coming, so they knew if they needed to prep the boat for me or not. And yeah, it's pretty simple. You show up, grab the boat, and then when you're done, you bring it back. And yeah, treat your dock masters well seems to be the mantra that I keep hearing, and they will take care of you. So I intend to do that, and I expect probably it will be to my benefit. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next one.